Hola everyone, it's Miss B Money here from Crypto Connections. Welcome back and a warm hello to those of you who are new here. If you are new here, it would really mean the world to me if you click on the subscribe button below and become part of our community. And be sure to also click on the notification bell to be notified of my latest uploads. Okay. As much as this girl loves to talk about love, light, and all the beautiful things in life, it wouldn't be prudent of me not to recognize the dark side once in a while. I am a true believer that what we focus on, we attract. So I definitely won't spend a lot of time on this, but on the positive side, it's important to educate ourselves and hopefully stay one step ahead. In today's video, I want to talk about cybersecurity. For some of you, I am sure this is an exciting topic. In fact, I have a few too many friends that actually thrive on this type of information and technology. I'll leave it at that. I don't want to offend anyone. Why am I talking about this today? Well, a recent study that I was reading by Cybersecurity Ventures predicts that these crimes will cost the world $6 trillion by 2021. $6 trillion. In the corporate world, cybercrimes have become big news and unfortunately are becoming the norm. With large data and security breaches, I am sure we have all heard about the security breach at Facebook. I think it was just in September of 2018 that Facebook actually admitted that hackers had breached their system and potentially gained access to over 30 million Facebook users' accounts and the related data. It's pretty obvious that large tech companies, large social media companies, and even banks are a very enticing target for hackers. But with the growth of cryptocurrency, so are the exchanges. Exchanges are like an online marketplace where you can go and purchase and sell Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies that specific exchange offers. Often newbies or noobs will use the exchanges and feel a sense of security with leaving their crypto on these exchanges. I can attest to that, but as you get more and more educated in this space, you realize the only way your crypto is truly safe is if you hold the keys and only you. If you use Bitcoin or any other cryptocurrency to make purchases online, or use exchanges to store some of your crypto or all of it, you're putting yourself at great risk. If you just take a moment right now and Google cryptocurrency exchanges hacked, you will see a long list of hits. Some of the most recent hacks were Cryptopia in January 2019. Where hackers made off with $16 million worth of cryptocurrency. In January of 2018, Coincheck, another exchange, targeted where millions were stolen, and I mean millions. It's reported that they lost roughly $500 million. Some of the early players in crypto became rich beyond their wildest imagination, investing in Bitcoin early. In fact, I think that's how the term Lambo came into play in this space so much. Unfortunately, some of those early players lost a little or potentially all when they put their trust into an exchange. Those early players know all too well about the Mt. Gox hack, where it was reported that over $450 million was stolen in February of 2014. And this was their second hack. The first one was in 2011. Then there was BitGrail, Bitfinex, and so many others. And just recently in Canada, QuadrigaCX, where almost $200 million is unaccounted for and the exchange shut down. The list goes on and the numbers are quite staggering. In my view, nothing online is safe. Even the cloud that everyone is so excited to have access to all their information on different devices, well, in my view, These cloud services are only as secure as the cloud provider's employee who graduated probably from MIT and has a passion and has to be literally connected to the matrix intuitively so that they can ward off any attacks. But is this reasonable to think? Of course not. Human error is always a factor. So with emerging technologies, of course, artificial intelligence now comes into play. The powers that be make us believe that by using AI to learn via machine learning to ward off these attacks, that we are going to be safer. But we are really just opening up ourselves to more sophisticated hackers. It's like everything else. With advancements in technology, we open ourselves to more and more danger in a sense. The old phrase comes to mind, be careful what you wish for. So what can we do and what can we learn from this? Basically, we have to learn that nothing is safe. You need to be vigilant. And if you do decide to hodl any of your crypto, you have to be very smart with how you store it. I personally don't need the extra burden right now. I try my best to switch out to fiat as soon as I can, but like I mentioned before, I do hodl a very little, but that is seriously so very little, which I probably would feel comfortable storing online. Only because who would go after a bag of coins compared to a box of bills? But either way, my point here is even I'm silly for believing that that small amount on an online exchange is safe. Because again, I'm trusting them with my crypto. It can be a scary world out there, but the most important thing is to be educated. And hopefully that allows us to stay safe until more secure online options become available. And while we're talking about security and exchanges, I just want to do a quick update on Quadriga. Quadriga was one of the latest ones that basically exited with people's money. Let me give you a quick update. On February 28th, the court appointed Miller Thompson LLP and Cox and Palmer as the representative counsel. And they basically will represent any of the affected users from the Quadriga platform. Now, I'm getting this information actually from the Quadriga site. So if you log into www.quadrigacx.com, you will come to this page. And if you just scroll down to the very bottom, there's a link there to take you to the E&Y website. And if you just make a bookmark to this web page, you can come here. I do it weekly just to see what's new and what's coming. So through reading some of these documents here, another important thing to note is that if you wish to not be representative by this council, then you must put in an opt-out notice before April 29th of 2019. And that's here under item number 7. So you would have to fill out this opt-out notice and get it back to them by April 29th. Basically, that's saying that you're going to take on the court proceedings with your own representative. I suspect most people will just go collectively unless they have a very large amount in there. The court has also scheduled a comeback motion where Quadriga will probably seek an extension. But the interesting thing here is they've provided a web link, and that takes you to the Nova Scotia courts, where they will actually do a live stream and a webcast, so to speak, on April 18th at 9:30 Atlantic Standard Time. So you just have to look up what time that is compared to your time if you're interested in this. Now, I did read through some of this, and it said that even though there will be a live stream of the proceedings, it cannot be rebroadcasted in its entirety, but is going to be made available to replay here on this website. I've also provided a link below to help you get here. So all of this is really just one more reminder that with changing technologies comes changing risk. We need to educate ourselves in order to play safe and just really be mindful when playing in this space. A little mindfulness can go a very long way. That's it for today's video. Hope you enjoyed, and if you did, please be sure to hit the thumbs up and leave a comment. It really helps to grow the channel. Have a blessed day, everyone, and until next time, hasta luego.